So let's talk about training because I would say that probably South Africa is probably more similar to the States and Australia than it probably is over here, because it's only sort of recently that we've had all these all-weather tracks over. And do you think it is a different way of training?
It's a different way of training because all our tracks in South Africa are laid tracks, where in England they're all natural tracks. You know, we don't have all the hills in South Africa, and you're either left-handed or right-handed. We don't have figure of eights and going left and right and ups and downs, and if you're drawn wide, I think you're drawn wide. Yeah, you could be drawn wide and end up on the inside coming home.
Yes.
So it's a lot different training in South Africa to the way we prepare horses, I think, and England's unique for its horses.
So maybe you've got a bit of an edge on the all-weather side then, when because I noticed in America they really pop them out of the gates over there, but I don't know if that's the same in South Africa, but in England we sort of just let them bobble out and sort of take a position.
Yeah, all the trainers I was taught by in South Africa, it was very important to get horses to jump on terms.
Yes.
And which I big believer in, that horse jump terms. Every length loss is a length you have to make up.
Yes.
Whether you're running, no matter what trip you're running, whether you're going 5 furlongs, 2 miles or 2 miles 6, every time you're losing you have to make up ground. And that's wasted energy. It's easier to jump a horse on terms and then place it exactly where you want, whether it be in the front, in the middle of the pack, or at the back.
And you prefer to keep them tucked on in the inside, don't you?
I just do. I just don't believe that going wide, you always, again, it's wasting energy. The less energy you use, you're wasting, the more energy you have in the finish of the race. I know some horses need to travel up front, and if you caught 3 wide, if you jumped out and you've got 3 horses all trying to get to the front, instead of keep chasing 3 wide, it might be better just to drop the horse in and slot him in
the inside,
off the pace, 3, 4 off the pace, and get a slot, and keep chasing the horse wide, because you're not going to finish your race.
And I suppose when you've got a horse that is just about to win a race, or when I say just about, is probably not brilliant, but could just about win, keeping it on the inside is its best chance, because if you're going to go around the outside, you're going to lose all that distance. So if you've got a mediocre horse and you want to try and win a race with it, you need to do absolutely everything possible to get it home.
But definitely, that's what handicapping the horse supposed to finish across the line at the same time.
Yes.
So, but if you're going an extra 100 meters going around wide, you can't finish on a handicap. You can't finish equal to others because you've gone further. So the best, it just again comes down to me personally. It's just wasting time and energy. If you've got a nice horse that you know can travel,
yes, and
can travel through wide and better than that, and he's moving up the ranks or up the handicap system, then that's fine. Then
yes, you can afford to put it on the outside.
Exactly, yeah. But your horse needs every chance it can.
Yes.
That's what it comes down to.
And you're also a firm believer in getting the horse to breathe right. And something that I didn't realise, but some of these 5 furlong horses take 1 breath and that's it. And so...
just about 1 breath. But it's just something I was talking about some of the trainers in South Africa, that anaerobics and exaerobics. Just get your horses in a breathing rhythm.
Yes.
And then we also teach them that when they go for home, the jockey sits up and they start pushing. Horse takes a breath and he goes for home. I mean, some horses will breathe more, but it's basically just training a horse to put every effort into the last. But when he puts his head down, he gallops and flattens out for home. You see a lot of times in races, the horse that keeps his head up won't be the horse that keeps his head down, because the horse is putting everything into it, flattening himself, lengthening his stride and galloping. And that's what it's about.
And when you get your horses ready to warm up, I noticed that you stretch all the legs to make sure that all the girth and everything is well done. It's just something you always do to all the horses?
No, it is. That's just to make sure the horse is comfortable.
Yeah.
We don't want anything pinching. We girthing up the horses, the lads are girthing them up before they get on, so we just stretch them all out to make sure there's no pinches or nothing hindering, nothing that's going to upset the horse. Anything that's going to annoy him or hurt him will slow down your training process, hinder your training.